don't have to worry. Even though you're Ross's ex-girlfriend, I promise I don't hold it against you. I don't mind at all. We'll always be friends no matter what. Promise.
Are you drunk or something? Don't come to me with this nonsense, please. Are you really trying to tell me that even after you stole Ross from me, that you think the two of us could be friends? I really do not have it in me to stay friends with a backstabber who stole my boyfriend.
Oh, Franny, you are being a total downer. Just because I stole your boyfriend from you doesn't mean that you have to be so mad at me. Come on now. We've been friends since we were in middle school together. It is silly to ruin that friendship over something as silly as a boy.
What are you talking about? The only person who ruined that friendship here is you. You're the reason why I'm so angry. Do you really think after stealing Ross away from me that I was just going to welcome you with open arms or something?
But I didn't even do anything bad. I don't see what the big deal is. The only bad person here is you for trying to sneak around behind my back.
What? I snuck around behind your back? How do you figure that?
Well, when we were in middle school, I don't remember seeing you talk to a boy even once. I just thought you were a shy girl or something. I certainly didn't think you had it in you to date a guy like Ross. And yet somehow, before either of us knew it, you two were dating. You see, you betrayed me too. Besides, there are plenty of boys more suited to you than Ross. But when I saw that you were dating him, you pulled me out of my happy single life to date him.
What are you even talking about? That is just delusional. Tell me, have you always looked down on me, even when we were kids?
Well, sure, but that doesn't mean that we still weren't friends. I always thought you were a good friend, but as a rival for boyfriends, I knew that you didn't stand a chance. That's why I felt so hurt when you and Ross started dating.
What? Gemma, are you sick in the head?
What are you talking about? Do you really think that you deserve to be with a doctor more than I do? I stole Ross from you because we're friends. I did it to keep the balance. You two would have never worked out because he is far too good for you. I just sped up the process so that you could find a man more suited to you, don't you see?
Don't try and turn this into some kind of sweet story. You did it all for yourself because you're a selfish person. Even back then, I noticed that you were like this, but didn't want to believe it. And when you contacted me out of the blue, I was so thrilled to see you and catch up. But once the topic of who I was dating came up, you pretended not to care while you interrogated me and got all of his details.
Well, duh! I couldn't let you know what I was really planning on doing. I needed to know how to get in contact with him. The rest fell into place rather easily after that.
Wow, I really don't even know where to start. You were one of my best friends. I really thought you cared about me. And yet this is the way you treat me after all these years?
What are you talking about? I already told you that the only bad person here is you. Can't you see how cruel it was for a girl as homely as you to nab a boyfriend as amazing as Ross? It just doesn't add up. You're more suited to date someone like a plumber or a gas station clerk.
Gemma, I never want to talk to you ever again. Do you understand me? I hope you and Ross are happy together. Ross, I left your things by the front door. Come pick them up and get them out of here, please.
Oh, nice. Thank you so much for taking care of all of that for me. But actually, I don't need any of that stuff anymore. You can just throw it all away or whatever. I don't really care.
What? What do you mean you don't need your things anymore? And why are you making me the one who has to throw it all out?
Yeah, that's what I just said. And I'm pretty sure garbage day is tomorrow, so you can also just toss it in a bag and get rid of it. Just make sure you don't keep any of it, okay? I want you to throw away all my things.
Excuse me, why the heck do you think I would want to keep any of your old crap?
I don't know, I just know how in love you are with me, and it sounds like something that you would do. You know, hold on to clothes that still smelled like me and stuff like that.
You think I'm still in love with you now? I don't want anything to do with you ever again, you idiot. All right then, if that's how you want it, then everything is going in the trash.
What's the matter? Are you mad at me or something? What's up? Don't tell me you still haven't gotten over the fact that Gemma and I are now dating. Just accept it and get over it. Have you tried not being upset?
Yes, Ross. Yes, I am still mad. At you and Gemma. I'm mad at her for approaching you, and I'm mad at you for getting together with her. Why else would I feel anything but anger towards you two?
Come on now, seriously, chill out. You're not actually mad at us. You're just mad because you couldn't keep me. But that is no way to process a breakup. You just have to let things go.
Are you really trying to tell me how I should be feeling about this right now?
I'm just saying that I'm a doctor, and that means my girlfriend has to be pretty, is all. If a woman isn't that kind of beauty who makes everyone else jealous when she walks into a room, then she shouldn't be dating me.
What is that supposed to mean? You're saying that I'm not good enough for you. Besides, I am a doctor and you're a nurse. We've always been there for each other and supported each other as we've gone through school together. How can you just turn around so easily and dump me like this?
Yeah, of course you did a lot for me while we were both going to school. And it's true that without your help, I probably never would have passed half my exams at med school. And it's also true that you were a lifesaver for me during my residency as well.
You were always complaining about how much more difficult it was to be a doctor than a nurse. And I just nodded my head and agreed to do all your cooking and cleaning. I didn't even have time for a part-time job. I was so busy taking care of you. You even borrowed money from me just to afford your rent and groceries.
Yeah, I did do that, didn't I? Good times. All I had to do was pout and pretend to cry, and you would give me however much I asked for. Do you remember? I mean, man, it was easy just to get you to do whatever I wanted. That was awesome.
What are you talking about? Who even are you anymore? When we were together, you told me that we would get married when you became a doctor. You promised me that you'd make me the happiest woman in the world, and I believed you. Are you really telling me that all of that was just a lie to manipulate me?
What? Did I really say all of that to you? I must have really had my head in the books back then. I remember you doing all that stuff for me, but I certainly don't remember saying any of that, especially that we would get married.
You're awful. You're just a terrible human being. What did I ever see in you? Well, I guess I see what you and Gemma have in common now.
Are you talking about how we're both hot? Me, the dashing and handsome doctor. Her, the beautiful and stunning... her? Who wouldn't be jealous of a power couple like that?
Well, then I guess I will throw away all your stuff after I finish going at it with a baseball bat. Enjoy your life with Gemma, jerk.
Franny, are you there? I'm wondering if you got a certain invitation from me in the mail recently. We would just love to have you there, so you have to come.
Oh, yes, I did get an invitation in the mail earlier. I cannot believe that you and Ross are actually going to be getting married.
Well, duh, of course we are. I'm not going to just let my doctor boyfriend slip away from me, unlike some people. We'll get married, and then I'll get to live the pampered life of a housewife and never want for anything.
The pampered life of a housewife, huh?
And Ross said that he wouldn't mind if that's what I did either. Plus, in exchange for doing that, he said that it would be my job to handle all the finances, which means that I control the money. And we're talking doctor money here. Can you just imagine it?
I guess it sounds like things are going really well for the two of you then, huh?
Of course things are going well for us. Can you believe that we have never even had a fight? That's how close we are. And he said that just for me, he's going to go all out on the wedding ceremony and make sure it's fabulous.
Oh, really? Wow, that sounds great.
That's why you have to be there, Franny. We even saved a special seat for you since you're a friend of the bride and groom. Don't make us waste it. We made sure to put it near the table where all of Ross's friends will be. Who knows, maybe you'll meet someone nice there.
Thanks for the consideration, but I'll be fine actually. I'm married and have a husband already.
What? A husband? Since when? When did you get married?
Well, I did it without telling you about it, of course. Actually, the two of us met basically right after Ross left me. We got along so well that not long after that, we decided to get married to each other.
What? Oh, wow, that's just so hilarious. So basically you're saying that you were so mad after what happened with all of us that you just wanted to beat me to the punch and get married first. Wow, you must have been really pissed to do something like that.
It really was not like that at all. We just happened to meet, fell in love, and got married. That's all that it was. I really wasn't even thinking of you two. I was so enamored with him.
It's okay. You can admit it. I really won't judge. You're just mad because you got outsmarted and we're still mad about it. Just admit it. That's why you started dating the first man you met after that and tricked him into marrying you, huh?
What is wrong with you? Seriously? That is not what happened.
And besides, why didn't you tell me that you got married? We're friends, aren't we? Why didn't I get an invite to your wedding?
Do you really think I'd want someone who stabbed me in the back to be there for one of the happiest days of my life? Besides, we didn't have a wedding ceremony when we got married.
What? What do you mean by that? You're kidding me. You mean that you two just went to the courts to get married? Are you serious? How could you get married without having a big wedding ceremony? Oh, don't tell me you met him in Vegas. I got one of those cheap drive-through weddings. Oh.
No, we got married in a courthouse. I think you'd be surprised to know how many people get married in that way. Besides, weddings can be really expensive, and we wanted to use that money to buy our first home instead.
So, you're saying that you married a man so cheap that he didn't even want to have a wedding to celebrate getting married? Wow, sounds like you landed a real catch, Franny. I mean, you got so mad that you married the first man you met, and he was some stingy poor guy. That must be really rough.
Excuse me. You really do not need to be saying these things, you know.
Oh, I know. Why don't you bring your husband to my wedding as your plus one? Maybe you can make up for not having had a real wedding by coming to my luxurious one.
Yeah, no. I think we'll pass. Besides, he doesn't even know any of Ross's friends or have any connections there.
Oh, please. It's going to be a huge affair. That sort of thing doesn't matter. Listen, Ross said he's going to be dropping 80 grand on this wedding. Can you believe it? It's going to be an insane, once-in-a-lifetime event. You and your husband have to be there.
What? $80,000? Are you seriously about to spend that much on just your wedding?
Oh, please. Ross is a doctor, remember? For him, that's a drop in the bucket. Besides, he said he'd do anything if it made me happy. So obviously, that includes paying for our amazing wedding. Unlike you two poor little guys who couldn't even afford to have a real wedding.
What? No, I mean that's a huge amount of money. Nobody spends that much on their wedding. That's insane. That has got to be at least more than double what most people spend on something like that.
Oh, come now. Don't get all jealous on me now. Besides, it has to be that much to afford the amazing 5-star catering we're ordering, all the beautiful flowers that are decorating the venue, and for the gorgeous dress I'm going to wear.
And you two are really going to be paying that much for all those things?
What? The two of us? Don't be ridiculous, Franny. Ross said that he's going to be paying for every single cent of it. Oh, you should have seen it. He just said, "Leave it to me, baby. I'm a doctor." And so I did.
I think I'm going to be sick.
I know. Isn't it just magical? I really can't believe that I was lucky enough to find such a wonderful man to marry. It's like a fairy tale. Not that you would understand. You couldn't even begin to picture the world I live in now. You couldn't even afford to have a wedding. So you absolutely cannot miss this once-in-a-lifetime $80,000 wedding.
Well, how about before that he pays off his debt to me instead?
What? What debts are you talking about?
I don't really care how much money you're both willing to throw at this thing, but if you have that much, I think I should at least be paid back. I mean, where did he even get that kind of money to do something like this in the first place?
What are you talking about? I literally have no idea. What kind of debt are you talking about? You think such an amazing power couple as ourselves has any debt? I don't think so.
Wow. So you're gonna marry this guy, but you really have no clue, huh? Or rather, maybe it's that he has never ever told you.
Oh my gosh, I do not know what you're talking about at all. Just hurry up and see what you want to see.
I'm sure that Ross is going to be making quite a bit of money as a doctor, but you should know that he's drowning in debt. Last I knew, he owed about $100,000.
What are you talking about? That can't be right. You're saying that my Ross is drowning in debt. And for that much?
Well, that's what the amount was when we broke up, at least. It could certainly be different by now, plus or minus some. But when we were together, he was only taking out more money, never trying to lessen it. I imagine it was higher than $100,000 at this point.
Wait. Just hold on. There is no way that Ross has that much debt. I mean, he's a doctor. That just doesn't make sense. And he makes so much money now. And he buys me nice things all the time.
That sounds about right. He was always good at spending money, not so much at saving it. Back in med school, he went to a casino one time to try and relieve some stress, and it was all downhill from there. After that, the debt just kept piling up for him.
No, what are you saying? That can't be true.
And he never bothered finding a job because he said that he was also too busy studying. So he turned to me pretty frequently to borrow money to pay for pretty basic things. But because of his gambling addiction, he just kept losing more and more money. He never stopped, and it just got worse for him. He tried to make it so he could pay back in installments, but his debt just accrues more interest that way.
No, you're lying. That can't be true, none of it. You are telling me that he gambled so much that now he has over $100,000 in debt?
Well, he always wanted to look cool and rich for other doctor friends that his family had. And he would go on all these crazy trips with them too. And that only worsened the problem too, of course.
No, I don't believe it. It can't be.
Oh, and one more thing. I just remembered that Ross took out student loans to pay for school. When you take that into account, his debt must easily go over $100,000.
What? What do you mean he also has student loans? I thought that his parents paid for the whole time he was there.
Really? You thought they paid for it all? Plenty of people can't afford a higher education without taking loans. That's pretty normal. Even I had to take loans to afford to go to nursing school.
What? I didn't know that.
I know, it seems like you really don't know anything, to be honest. Actually, Ross only entered medical school after a long time being unemployed. And his parents said that they already gave him all the support they could then, and that he'd need to pay for med school with student loans.
What? I didn't know any of that. Why didn't he tell me?
They did have some money set aside for him, but like I said, they gave it all to him to help pay for his undergrad and support him while he was jobless.
No, this can't be. You're lying to me. This can't be happening. I can't believe Ross is over $100,000 in debt. Why did I never know about this? Why didn't Ross ever tell me?
Well, now's your chance to go and ask him yourself, right? Have fun with that.
Hey, what's your problem? Why would you tell Gemma about my debt? She is furious with me. I have never seen her this upset.
What are you talking about? You shouldn't have been hiding that from her in the first place. I just thought that she ought to know before she married you.
Shut up. I cannot believe you right now. And just who do you think you are to lecture me about this anyways when you got married without telling your husband about your own debt? How does that make sense?
What are you talking about now?
I'm talking about how you have student loans to pay off just like I do. I thought that this was supposed to be our secret. How could you betray me like this?
No, seriously, what are you talking about? I already paid back all of my student loans, and aside from those, I never had any other debts.
Wait, what? What do you mean you've already paid off your student loans?
Exactly that. After graduation, I worked for 3 years at a hospital as part of a deal to pay off my student loans with the nursing school. Have you never heard of that being a thing? Besides, unlike you, I had actual savings to live on since I worked while I was studying. And also, unlike you, I didn't spend all my money on frivolous things.
What are you talking about? I thought we were student loan buddies. How could you do this to your student loan buddy?
1, that isn't a thing. 2, I don't know what you're complaining about since apparently you still have enough money to spend $80,000 on your wedding, I hear. If you have that much money to spend, I recommend using it to pay off your loans first.
What are you talking about? I don't even have any money. All of my salary goes into buying the bare essentials and paying off my debt. I had to take another loan to afford this wedding.
What? Are you serious? You're gonna take out a loan to pay for your wedding?
Well, I can't just tell Gemma that I don't have any money. Think about how that would look. Besides, we'll get some money from our parents as part of the wedding, so it'll be fine. I might not pay for everything, but as long as it makes a dent in paying that loan back, then there shouldn't be a problem.
There is no problem? Have you even been approved for this loan? I can't think of a single firm that would loan you money given all your outstanding debts.
Wait, what do you mean by that? You mean they won't give me money?
I'm saying that at the end of the day, a bridal loan is still just a loan, and most places that offer loans only do so after looking into your finances of the person who's borrowing. Do you really think someone is going to give that much money to someone $100,000 in debt?
What are you talking about? How am I supposed to know how those places work? But I still haven't heard back from them, and I submitted my application to them yesterday.
I would make sure to check in on them and confirm that you got the money. After that, you're on your own.
Franny, you have to help me. I need you to come to my wedding right away, please. Oh, and by the way, make sure you bring $5,000 with you as a wedding present. You don't need to wrap it up or anything. Any bills are fine. Just hurry and bring it.
Excuse me? What are you talking about now?
Well, you're friends with both me and Ross, so I think that it's the least that you could do to bring that as a gift. And invite your husband too. Just make sure you bring that much money with you.
What are you even talking about right now? I was never going to go to your wedding in the first place. And $5,000. Do you really expect me or anyone to bring you that much?
Well, duh! It's a wedding present, you have to. We found out that we won't have enough money to pay for all of this, so you need to bring that much as a wedding gift. You have to!
Wow, are you being serious right now?
Of course I am! Ross applied for a bridal loan so that he'd be able to pay for all of this like he said. But when they called his bank to ask about his finances, they told them all about his debt, and so they rejected him. Can you believe it? But we already made reservations with all the wedding services, and they're all saying that it's too late to get a refund, even if we cancel at this point. If we don't get money instead of wedding gifts, then we won't be able to afford the wedding. And all of these services are being so mean and saying that we have to pay them for their work today. It is so unfair.
So, you really are just going to go through with all of it then?
We have to. We can't just cancel it and tell everyone to go home. Besides, how else are we supposed to show off for all of our family and friends?
Well, have you tried asking either of your parents to help paying for the wedding? Maybe instead of coming to someone who hates both of you, you should ask your parents first?
We tried. We went to them begging for help, but they said no. Ross's parents told him that they weren't going to give him any more money than they already have. And my parents gave me a bit of money as a wedding present, but definitely not enough to be able to pay for this wedding. They said that it's our wedding, so we need to pay for it ourselves.
Wow, sounds like your parents are pretty strict when it comes to that.
So now our only shot is to pay this thing off by getting money instead of wedding presents. That's why you need to get here as soon as you can and bring us $5,000. Please? There is so much good stuff here. I promise you won't be let down.
But I thought that my husband and I were too poor. So poor that we couldn't even afford our own wedding. Isn't that what you said? Anyways, neither of us are going to your wedding, and we certainly won't be giving you any money.
Please! How can you be so cruel? We are desperate here.
Why don't you try asking the people who are actually going to your wedding instead of me, huh? Anyways, enjoy your extravagant $80,000 wedding. After that, they held the wedding, which of course they were not able to pay off. By the time the whole affair was finished, they could only afford half of what they ordered and owed some $40,000. If I had to guess, I would say that Ross owed something like $150,000 all told before the wedding. But given the wedding, I imagine it's somewhere closer to $200,000 now. And because they were calling everyone they invited and asking them to bring crazy amounts of money, many of them ended up not showing up at all, or so I heard. Faced with all this, Gemma pleaded with the wedding service people that her husband was a doctor and would be able to pay his debts back right away. She was so sure that once all Ross's debts were paid off that they'd be living the high life. She stuck with the marriage, holding on to that hope. But Ross's gambling addiction only worsened and the debt only increased. Sometimes I wonder when she's going to snap out of it and see that he has a real problem. But then I remember that neither of them are my problem anyways.
Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Tom's in trouble. You have to come quick and bring Hannah with you too.
Oh my God, what's wrong? Did something happen?
They found out there's something wrong with his heart. I can't believe this is happening to my grandson. Oh my God, what am I going to do?
Oh no, that's awful. And Tom is still only 12 years old. I can't believe that something like this could happen to someone so young.
The doctor said he needs a transplant as soon as possible. They said if they can't get the transplant done soon, his life could be in danger. We have to do something.
Just try to stay calm for now. I'm sure we'll figure out something. He'll be all right.
Look, he's already checked into the hospital. I'm here with him right now. I want you to get here as soon as you can and make sure you bring Hannah with you.
Well, Hannah's still at school, but I'll get over there as soon as I can. I'll leave right away.
No, you don't get it. I don't really care whether you come at all. I just want you to bring Hannah. In fact, if you can get her here without you, that will be better.
Oh, sorry. You're right. Tom and Hannah are really close. I'm sure he would be happy to see her. I'll go pick her up and we'll be on our way shortly.
All right. I found the heart that Tom needs. Now the doctors can go ahead and prepare for his heart transplant surgery.
Wait a minute. What did you just say?
He needs your daughter's heart. Now get over here with her as fast as you can.
Have you completely lost your mind? You can't have Hannah's heart.
You're part of the family now. You have to understand that the oldest son's family is the most important. I need you to do what I'm asking you to do right now.
Are you really asking me to sacrifice my own daughter just to save my nephew? I feel terrible for what's happening to Tom, but there's no way I'm giving up my own daughter like that.
Oh, shut your mouth. I don't want to hear it from you. Now go get your daughter and bring her here to me right away. She's a girl anyway. She'll get married off to somebody else when she grows up. We need my Tom to survive so that the family name can live on. Bring her here and give us that heart right away.
I don't think I'll be bringing Hannah to the hospital after all. Why would I ever do that after what you just told me?
How dare you talk back to me? You're married to my second son. No one cares what you think. Now hurry up and do what I say.
As her mother, I have a responsibility to protect Hannah. There's no way I'm gonna let you do something crazy like that to her. Don't you realize how much I love her? Why would I ever let you do this?
I already talked to Rick. He said he's fine with it. So what do you have to say now?
That can't be true. Rick would never agree to something like that.
Rick understands how important this is for our family. He's completely willing to go along with my plan. Now I just don't understand why you won't fall in line.
I've always thought it's weird how much you favor Kirk for being older. Who even does that anymore? It's not like this is medieval times or something, you know?
It was hard on the boys growing up, but they both learned to accept their roles over time. They've grown up exactly the way I wanted them to.
You know, Rick has told me about the way he grew up. He said that if he didn't do what you told him to do, you would not feed him dinner. Sometimes he said you wouldn't even let him in the house. He was just a kid. He thinks that's what tough love is. He just doesn't know any better. I feel sorry for him that he had a mother who raised him like that.
How dare you say something about the way I raised my children? Looks like you're the next one who needs to learn some discipline.
No thanks. I think I'll pass.
If you refuse, I'll make Rick divorce you. I know I can make him do it too. Just as long as you leave Hannah when you get out of our lives, that'll be good enough.
Even if we do get divorced, Hannah's coming with me. She's my daughter and she needs her mother. I would never trust her around you anymore after this.
That girl's life belongs to me. What makes you think you could take her with you?
I need to get in touch with Rick right away. I'm done talking to you.
Don't you dare try to run away from me. I'll never let you get away with it.
My name is Sarah and I'm 42 years old. I have a 10-year-old daughter who's the best thing that ever happened to me. My husband Rick is 2 years younger than me. We've been married for 12 years now. Of course we've had our ups and downs, but overall it's been all right. It's been really nice since our daughter was born. She's my whole reason for living. My mother-in-law, Karen, on the other hand, can be a real pain in the butt. For whatever reason, she's still stuck in the Middle Ages. She's convinced that the well-being of her firstborn son, Kirk, should take precedence over anything else. I don't know how she can still think that way. It's like her entire mindset is stuck in the 1500s. Rick is her second-born son, so he had it pretty hard growing up. Even though he's grown up now, he finds it difficult to ever disagree with anything that his mom says. And now Kirk's son Tom has a heart problem that could prove fatal. Now Karen thinks she can take my daughter's heart. Again, I really think she's stuck in the medieval times. I don't know why she thinks she could get away with that. She keeps calling me, and she keeps showing up at the house unannounced too. I don't know why she thinks I would ever let her take my daughter's heart. Unfortunately, my husband's so brainwashed by her that he's on her side. He's not helping me out at all in this situation. But I have to protect my daughter. Even if I have to fight all on my own, I'll do whatever I can to save her. I already have enough stress in my life between work and taking care of my daughter, but now with this, I feel like I'm in a constant state of panic. And it led to an unfortunate incident that could never be undone.
So, you just up and left without even telling me, huh? Did you really think I wouldn't notice?
I told you she had no sense of family responsibility.
It's because I have a sense of responsibility that I'm leaving. If I stayed in that house, Hannah's life would be in danger. What did you expect me to do?
It's all your fault that Tom is still suffering. You need to come back right away.
Of course I feel terrible for Tom. Why wouldn't I? But does that mean that Hannah's life is completely meaningless?
You know I love her. That's why I always take her camping with me.
I heard all about what your camping trip was like. You shouldn't make a little girl like her go on a death march of a hike the way you did.
Are you still mad about that? It was just a little heat stroke. There was no lasting injury.
You knew exactly what would happen. At least you should have. What kind of a father are you anyway? Do you know how much she cried to me when she came home? She never wanted to go on that stupid camping trip in the first place.
She's been avoiding me and my mom lately. I just wanted her to feel close to me again. I promise, that's all.
I know exactly what you were trying to do. You knew she would collapse and it would give you the opportunity to take her to the hospital.
Tom says he misses Hannah. You know how close they were. It would make him feel a lot better if he could just see her.
I know you say it was just an accident, and I asked Child Protective Services to look into it, but they said there's not enough evidence. I want you to know that I'm always going to think that you did this on purpose.
Well, the paramedics were quite angry too. I know what I did was wrong now. Can you just forgive me already? Listen, I want to make it up to Hannah. Let me and my mom take her out to eat. That wouldn't be too much to ask, would it?
I want to apologize to my granddaughter, too. Please let me see her.
I don't need to hear your hollow apologies. You can go ahead and drop the act.
How rude! I mean that apology from the bottom of my heart.
How dare you talk to my mom like that?
I'm divorcing you. I don't need to hear any apologies from you either. I just want to get away from you and your insane family as soon as possible.
Why would we ever allow such a thing?
I don't need your permission to do this. I already have all the paperwork together to file for divorce.
How could you?
You can't get divorced without Rick's signature on those papers, and he'll never give it to you.
I guess he never told you. Right after we got married, I caught him cheating on me. I made him sign divorce papers at that time. I told him if he ever messed up again, I really would file them.
Oh my God, Rick! Were you really cheating on her?
Mom, I'm so sorry.
It's fine. I can't say I blame you. Anyone would cheat on a woman like that.
At the time he cheated on me, I was pregnant with Hannah. Why do men always do that? That's the only reason I didn't divorce him right away. But I was still really angry. I made him sign the divorce papers and told him that he would not get a second chance.
It's been 10 years since that happened. I completely forgotten that you made me do that.
Even if you do file those divorce papers, Hannah still shares the same blood as us. You can't ever change that.
I'm going to file all the paperwork today. It'll all be over soon. I'm blocking all of your numbers shortly after we finish this conversation, and I'll never tell you where we've gone. No matter how much you try to find us, you never will. Don't even try it.
Don't think that you can ever get away from us. My mom and I will never let you get away with this.
Give Hannah back right away. How did you even find us?
Wow, you're so desperate you even unblocked my number, huh? I didn't think that you'd ever talk to me again.
Her school just got in touch with me. They said somebody snatched her up off the playground. I know you're the one behind this.
Of course it was me. You weren't lying. You made it awfully hard to find you.
Of course I did. I moved as far away as we possibly could. I didn't ever want you to find her. How did you ever figure out which school she was at? And why would you do this to your own daughter?
We spent an awful lot of money. We went out and hired the best private investigators that we could find. You did not make this easy on us. We even had to go into debt to get this done. Private investigators are not cheap.
What kind of a private investigator would take a case like this? Where did you ever find someone so underhanded?
Well, I couldn't find anyone who would agree to locate her school for me, but I did find someone who was willing to find out where you lived. That was good enough. Once I knew where you were living, I took matters into my own hands. I followed you myself, and it was easy enough to find out where she was going to school.
But her teachers were on high alert. I hadn't told them everything, but I told them enough. How are you able to get her away from there?
I dressed up like a janitor and snuck into the school. Nobody suspected a thing. Then, when the kids went out for recess, I just went out and grabbed her. It was easy enough. She's just a little girl. My mom drove the getaway car for us. It was really a pretty easy job. Once the kids were out for recess, we were gone in 1 minute.
You've gone way too far this time. You'll never get away with this.
As long as Tom gets that heart transplant, we will have already won.
But she's your own daughter. Don't you feel anything for her? Are you really willing to just give up her life like this?
You need to calm down. Think about this. Once Hannah's heart is inside Tom's chest, she'll live on through him always. She'll always be with us.
You must be completely insane. Give Hannah back to me right away.
Everyone in my family's on the same page about this. Why can't you just get on board? What makes you so special?
There's something wrong with your entire family. I always knew you weren't normal, but I never suspected you'd do anything like this.
Are you sure you want to keep carrying on like that? If you do, you won't even be able to go to your own daughter's funeral. If you give up and get on board with the plan now, maybe I could still forgive you. I know that you won't want to miss Hannah's funeral.
I'll never let you do such a brutal thing to our daughter. Now tell me where you are right this second.
Why would you think I would tell you that? After all the money that we spent and all the trouble we went through, why would I just give up now?
I'm the one who should be asking you. Did you think you could just kidnap my daughter and I wouldn't do anything to stop you?
Are you talking about that tracking app that you had installed on her cell phone? We threw that in the trash at the gas station.
What?
Did you think that I wouldn't notice? Of course I figured that you would try something like that. I checked her phone as soon as we got her in the car.
So the location that I can see on my phone right now?
We left there about 15 minutes ago. You're too late. There's nothing that you can do now. You will never find us.
Can't believe this is happening. This feels like a bad dream.
I'm gonna stop by the beach with Hannah. I want to make one last good memory with her before she's gone. And don't you dare try to come after us.
The moment you snatched up her daughter, you were guilty of kidnapping. You're going to be arrested. Stop trying to run. Turn yourself in now before you do anything worse.
I'll gladly go to jail if it means that I can help my family name live on through Tom. Don't you understand that?
I had no idea you were so committed to this. I guess there's nothing I can say to convince you.
Now you finally understand. I have to let you go now. I'd like to spend some quality time with Hannah. I want one last good memory with her.
Do what you have to do. But I'm about to stop your heart right now.
Aren't you at work right now? How do you think you're gonna find me? And what can you do to stop me anyway?
After I got away from you, you had a regular checkup with your doctor, didn't you? I know you've gotten some results from some tests that they ran on you. Have you looked at them yet?
Where is this coming from all of a sudden? What does this have to do with anything?
Just answer my question.
No, I haven't looked at them. I've been too preoccupied.
The mailbox was completely stuffed full. I could tell you haven't been checking it.
Wait, what? You came back by the house? When did you do that?
I went back just one time. There were some things that we had left behind in our rush to leave. I made sure I went when I knew you would be at the office.
Tell the truth. You just came by to steal some money from me, didn't you?
No, I absolutely did not. Anyway, when I was looking through all the mail to see if there was anything for me, I found the results of your checkup from the doctor.
And you just opened it? You know tampering with mail is a federal offense.
You're one to talk. You're guilty of kidnapping. And you're planning on becoming a murderer, too. Anyway, I wondered what it was, so I opened it.
I can't believe that you would violate my privacy like that.
Even when I still lived there, your diet was terrible. I knew that all you ever ate was canned chili morning, noon, and night. I was a little bit worried about you. I can't imagine why I ever felt that way now.
So, what did you find out? Let's cut the suspense.
The results of all your tests were terrible. You gained 20 pounds. You're borderline diabetic. You're suffering from high blood pressure.
Well, I guess that's why I've been feeling so bad lately.
I'm no doctor, so I can't say for sure, but it sounds like you might not be around for too much longer.
So what if I've got diabetes? Plenty of people live with that, and high blood pressure too.
Sure, just keep telling yourself that. And you've really blown up like a whale in the 2 months since I've been gone. There's definitely something seriously wrong with you. You're not going to live much longer.
It's not like I need to go and check into the hospital right away or anything, though.
Your blood pressure was 190/90. Does that not sound serious to you?
Oh my god, my heart really did feel like it was about to stop for a second there.
It really might just stop at any second now.
Why didn't you just come out and say that sooner? How could you keep this from me?
You don't seem to value our own daughter's life at all. Deep down inside, I don't care if you live or die at all. Why would I?
You used to tell me that you love me. How could you change so much?
I'm a mother. It doesn't matter who it is that's trying to harm my daughter. I'll never let them get away with it.
But you weren't able to protect her at all in the end, were you? Anyway, thanks for letting me know. Once I'm done with all of this unpleasant business with Hannah, I'll make sure to go to the doctor so that I can start treatment for myself.
You'll never have a chance to go to the doctor. You're heading straight to prison.
What are you talking about?
The teachers at Hannah's school have already contacted the police. Did you think they would just let you take her away like that?
She's my daughter too. I'm just taking care of her for the time being. There's no need to involve the police in this.
We're divorced now. I have sole custody of Hannah. You have no right to go pick her up like that. The minute you snuck into her school, you already committed trespassing. And then you only made it worse from there. Don't you know what a serious crime kidnapping is?
Stop wasting everybody's tax dollars calling the police like that. Like I said, there is no reason for them to be involved in this. It's a family matter. Call the police back and tell them that Hannah's with your ex-husband. There is no need to make a big fuss here.
Why in the world would I do that? I did just the opposite. I told the police to hurry because my daughter's life is in danger.
Wait a minute. What is that? Oh, sounds like sirens. Lots of them.
I went and talked to the local police about our situation right when Hannah and I moved here. They're already aware of everything. They've been very helpful. They knew that they needed to be ready to jump into action at any minute.
But you don't even know where we are. If we just keep moving, you will never find us.
You can't get out of this one. There's no escape for you.
But I threw out her cell phone. I thought that's how you were tracking us.
And then you just admitted to me that you were going to the beach, you idiot. So I contacted the police and told them where to find you. There aren't that many beaches around here, so it shouldn't take the police long to search all of them. They're going to find you sooner rather than later.
Thanks for the information. Now I know where they'll be looking for us. We'll still find a way out of this.
The surveillance cameras at the gas station that you stopped at already caught you on camera. They know what kind of car you're driving and your license plate number. There's no way you're getting out of this.
Oh no, we have to ditch this car somewhere.
Do you really want to live out the rest of your life as a fugitive? Just turn yourself in now. Don't make this any harder than it has to be.
But if I go to jail, how will I get treatment for all these conditions I'm suffering from?
They have prison doctors. I don't think it'll be world-class treatment, but at least it's something. Maybe they can keep you alive. Or maybe they can't. What do I care?
I know you still care about me. Please, for my sake, do something about the police.
So you're willing to sacrifice your own daughter's life to save your nephew, but not your own, huh? Wow, what a brave guy you are.
No, it's not like that.
Isn't your mom there with you? Why don't you ask her? You know how she feels about Kirk? Don't you think she would want you to give yourself up if it's for him?
Yes, she would definitely prioritize his life over mine.
See? You know the answer.
But I want to live. You can't do this to me.
Don't you think Hannah wants to live? Haven't you ever thought about how she feels?
Fine, I get it. I'll let her go. But you have to let me go in return.
I don't need to make any deals with you. You'll be in police custody soon enough, and Hannah will be back with me safe and sound.
But how will she feel when her dad's in prison? Do you really want to do this to her?
Hannah won't be bothered by it at all.
Even if she thinks she'll be fine, it's not good for a kid to grow up without a dad.
All you are is some scary guy who came up and snatched her away, and you brought her evil grandmother along with you. You're not a father to her. She's been so relieved to be away from you. I wish we had left sooner.
Look, I'll cut off all contact with Kirk and my mother. Let's you and me and Hannah all live together again. We can start all over.
Go to hell.
How can you say that to me? I thought that you loved me. Oh my God, the sirens are getting closer. How am I gonna get out of this?
Sounds like your time's up.
Please, I'm begging you. You have to tell them that I had nothing to do with this.
There's no point in trying to deny what you've done. The moment you got in that car with your daughter, you were guilty. You're gonna have to pay for this.
Please think about my life too. You have to save my life too.
It wasn't much trouble for the police to find Rick and his mom. They arrested them right away. My daughter was crying her eyes out in the car the whole time. They also found sleeping pills and rope in the car. My ex-husband and his mom were caught red-handed. There was no way they could deny what their intentions were. Both of them are prison-bound now. It should be a long time before they get out, if they ever get out again. Since Rick has been in prison, his health has only gotten worse. He can't get the kind of care that he wants while he's serving his prison term, but he brought this upon himself. Luckily, they found a donor for Tom. He's getting his heart transplant next week and he should be fine. Ever since Tom was sick, his parents have barely slept at all. They were so busy caring for their son, staying in the hospital night and day, they were totally oblivious to their family's plans. They had no idea what they were up to. I had my doubts right from the start. When I saw Rick's brother and his wife and how terrible they looked, I didn't think they could be involved. I'm glad to know not the entire family was completely insane. I'm so relieved that Hannah and I can finally return to our peaceful lives now. My boss was really understanding about everything that happened. I got to take a good amount of time off from work. I'm planning a little vacation for Hannah and I. We deserve it after all that happened. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and let us know what you thought in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this and press the bell for notifications. Andrew? I've taken care of Mom and gotten her all moved into the retirement home. We even made the rooms super nice for her to live in and comfortable for her.
Nice, that's awesome. We won't need to take care of her now and life is gonna get a whole lot easier.
You don't have to say it like that, do you?
Well, I'm just giving you my opinion. If that's something you don't want to hear from me, then whatever. You can leave this marriage and see if I care. You'll have even more free time now, and you'll like that, won't you? You're just a stay-at-home wife.
Well, as your wife, I'm still gonna have to do everything around the house, and for you, aren't I?
Good. Then take care of her, 'cause that's your job, woman. Compare your wifely duties to having to take care of an old woman like her 24/7. Your job is easy.
The only person who's been taking care of her was me anyway. So I don't think you have any room to speak about this.
But I have every right to say things here too. She's my mom. And besides, I'm using my own money to keep a roof over your head, aren't I?
Right. But having to take care of an elderly person isn't something you know enough about. She's your mom anyway, so don't be so rude is all I'm saying. You've no idea how tough this has been for me over the past 5 years.
Well, boo-hoo, cry me a river. Someone who has to work a 9-to-5 job is having a much more difficult and challenging time than you. So you can shut the hell up. Don't act like taking care of my mom is that big of a deal when you know it's not.
I wasn't trying to make it seem that way, Andrew.
You sure were just a second ago. You couldn't just let me have my opinions and had to use that chance to try and make yourself look better than me. And it's not like you were bringing in any money to take care of her either.
Well, if it was a career, then I sure would be.
But someone like you lacking any sort of skill in caring for the elderly, I doubt they'd bother paying you. If you want to keep dreaming, then go to sleep early. This is what pisses me off so much about you. You always act like you know everything, but you don't know what it's like to work your behind off.
Then, would it be better if I started to work again? Both of our kids have already left the house, and I don't have any parents to look after now anyway. It's the perfect time to get back out there in the working world, don't you think?
What? Are you for real? You've got to be kidding. How many years has it been now that you haven't worked a job? You are way past your prime, and you don't even understand what it's like to work and earn a living.
And I'll never know unless I try, right? Of course I haven't worked in some time, but that doesn't mean I've never worked a day in my life.
There is no way that you can make it out there. This world isn't as safe as it used to be. And there would never be a company willing to hire an old, worn-out lady like you.
But for example, if I went into patient care or applied to nursing homes, I'd probably have a chance there with all of this experience. I should at least give it a shot.
But you're not a pro, so don't even bother. Anyone can take care of another person in their own house. Also, if you do start working, what'll happen with all the chores around the house? Will you still be able to do them all? I didn't think so.
If I start as just part-time, then I can get all the chores done. And either way, I'll be doing the chores because there's no one else around here to do them. So it's not impossible.
No, it is not happening. I can already see a future where you try to work, but then just end up turned away by every company you apply to. No, maybe this is your way of trying to get out of doing all the chores in the house.
That's not at all what any of this is about, Andrew.
We'll see about that. Then maybe this is more about wanting money to go out and play since now you no longer have to take care of my mom, right?
Why are you only thinking of me finding a job as a way of me getting out of doing the chores? And anyway, you always act like you want me to live off of your money. I want to bring in money as well for us too, you know?
A woman going out there to work is totally wrong. So just shut up and do as I say. It's not like you can ever find a job anyway.
Is that really what you think?
To me, a woman is just around to keep the house clean and there to keep the husband happy. And now that you're getting all old and worn out, you're starting to lose your shine. So, instead of fighting me on things you are bound to lose at, just be a good wife, alright? Fiona, where is my food?
I had it all made for you before you left. Chicken and asparagus sautéed with garlic. Did you take a look in the fridge where I left it for you?
You want me to warm it up myself?
Well, you can also eat it cold if that's what you want. You should be able to do something like that for me, right?
Why do I have to be the one to do this housework on my day off, huh? Your job is to make sure you are making food that I can eat right away.
I told you. Today I'll be going to the retirement home to check in on your mom. And I said that since you don't want to come with me, you'd have to stay home and eat on your own.
And you want me to eat this frozen food?
It's not even frozen, and all you need to do is throw it in the microwave for a few minutes.
Before you even start to think about caring for my mom, you should be taking care of me. I'm your husband here. Who do you think is more important, me or my mom? At least get all of my food ready for me and then you can leave.
But I did make food for you before I left the house. Hey, if you're not even able to put food in the microwave and heat it up, then what's life going to be like when I'm not there? Or when you retire and you spend more time at home?
What the hell are you talking about now?
Who knows what'll happen to me in the next 10 years? And if I go downhill, you'll have to pick up the slack, right?
Fiona, who's been the one to allow you to eat in this house this whole time?
Of course that's you. You're the one who has a job bringing in money.
Then I don't want to hear any more complaints or whining from you. That's enough. How many times do I have to say this? Just shut up and listen to what I say.
It's not like I'm really complaining or anything, though. I'm just thinking of what could happen to us in the near future.
Well, if you keep this bullcrap up, things will end between us. And even if I end up getting sick over staying healthy, at least you'll be there to take care of me. So make sure to do your best to take care of your health because your future depends on it.
But people can still get sick even after taking good care of their health, right? Don't sit there saying things that are so immature, Andrew.
I think you're the one acting like a damn kid right now. Why is it so hard for you to listen to your husband, huh? Now I need you to hurry things up and come home.
What? Even if I do turn around to come back, it will take another hour or so from now.
Come back here right now.
Are you planning not to warm up the food until I get home or something? I made all of that food in the fridge for you, though.
Well, this is your job.
Andrew, could you please calm down a bit?
I'm calm right now. I'm just warning you about your job in this household.
I'm not coming home yet. I have a meeting soon with one of the head nurses here, and I need to check up on how Mom is doing. So please heat that food up yourself and eat already.
Fiona, you still want to play these games?
But I told you I'm not messing around.
Well, you are always complaining about doing your job at home. Are you trying to get rid of me or something? Well, if that's the case, then you are welcome to get out of my house whenever you like.
No matter what you say, you're not going to fix this, and I'm not coming home until I finish what I came here to do. If you have such a problem using a darn microwave, then you'll just have to wait and starve until I get home later.
I'm telling you to get your fat behind back home right now. I'm not messing around here, and I'm losing my patience with you. If you still think you don't need to come home, then that will be the end for you. Are you listening to me, Fiona? Reply to me, woman. Fiona, how long are you planning to leave the chores for?
I'm not leaving anything right now. I'm just making sure to do the bare minimum with the chores. That's it.
I haven't even seen you doing that. You aren't even waking me up in the morning and saying hello to me anymore. You even make me eat on my own now. How is anything like that anywhere close to doing your job?
You should be able to take care of yourself when you wake up in the morning, right? How old are you right now, Andrew? And also, I am still cooking for the two of us. And the only reason you don't notice me saying anything to you in the morning is because you always ignore me. Do you think I'd want to still talk to you when you don't even reply back?
Oh, Fiona, you have really lost your ways, haven't you?
Well, I still see myself as a good wife, so your word doesn't matter to me. You do realize that I'm not your mom, right? Do you still need my help wiping your behind?
Oh, wow, Fiona, you just crossed the line. Don't you dare talk to me like that. If you really want to make fun of me, then leave this house. It's not like I haven't been wanting you to leave me alone anyway. That'll be much better with you gone.
Well, actually, I don't really care if you plan to throw me away, so go right ahead. And it'll be you that has to leave, you know.
Huh? What are you talking about? This house was my mom's house. The only person that needs to leave will be you.
I'm sorry to hear that. But I'm going to be the one with my name written on this house. I got that house from your mom.
From my mom?
Yeah.
And what makes her think she can give this house to some loser like you?
Well, when you made me be the only one to take care of her in that house, you gave me no choice but to take care of her alone while you went and cheated on me. Yes, I know about it, okay?
What the heck? You do?
Well, I know that you've broken up with her now, but that doesn't change anything. I still know about it. And I'll make sure to take you to court after all of this.
You think you know, huh? Where's the proof then? You really think that you can take me to court like that?
I wouldn't be saying these things if I didn't. You treated me like crap every day, so I had to figure out why you kept leaving the two of us. So while I was doing the chores and taking care of your mom, she'd be on the lookout for anything unusual with you. And after she had gotten some good proof for me of you cheating, and we finally moved her to the retirement home, she gave that house to me. So the one who's getting kicked out of the house is you. So when you get home today, make sure to gather your things and leave.
What the hell? You think you can just kick me out of my own home?
It's funny that now that the tables have turned, you're just a total douchebag, huh?
I ain't going anywhere.
You really are a prick.
There's no reason my mom should be treating you to her old house, though. I guess she started to like you more than me, huh?
Well, when you left her for me to care for, you gave away your only chance at staying her favorite child. The only son she had didn't want anything to do with her in the end, so of course she stopped caring about you.
Well, hold on a sec, Fiona. My head is starting to hurt a lot. I'm still having a hard time coming to terms with this.
Well, then maybe you should get out of that house sooner rather than later. And before you leave, make sure you sign the divorce papers I left on the dining room table, okay? I'll have a lawyer come to you later to go over the details.
Fiona, can we at least have a chat about this?
A chat? I thought you were going to throw me out. What would make you want to talk to me more now?
About what is going to happen between us. Don't you think that living in that house by yourself is going to be pretty difficult for just you? You can't even find yourself a job, and you won't have any money either.
Well, about that, I'm in the process of being hired as we speak.
What?
Actually, for a little while now, I've been working part-time as an elderly caretaker. And I made sure to talk with my bosses about the fact that you were most likely going to toss me out of the house soon. So they said I'd be hired full-time if that were to happen. I'm really thankful for my two managers.
How could there be a company that is actually willing to hire you? You're already past your prime at this point and such.
Well, at the moment, elderly caretakers are in high demand, and there aren't enough around in this profession. And I also have 5 years of experience, as well as a certificate saying that I know my stuff.
A certificate?
A caregiver certificate. I made sure to get that taken care of. Your mom was the one that told me I should try and get it while I was taking care of her. So she was the one that gave me the money to go take the test. That's why me getting rid of you doesn't bother me in the slightest. All right, when you get home, you better get your things together. Because after today, you're no longer going to be welcomed in this house. I made sure to get all of your things packed up for you since you couldn't do it yourself. All you have to do now is get out of here. So hurry that up for me, will ya?
Fiona, can you just hold on a minute? We still haven't finished talking over everything yet.
I've been waiting on you for days now, haven't I? And yet you haven't taken care of any of your things, so this is all on you. And you did want me out of the house a few days ago as well, right? Before you learned where you really stand?
But I don't want to leave.
Well, I don't really care what you want anymore. You really do take so much of my time from me, huh? You can't even take care of packing your things up to leave on your own.
Well, I just haven't wanted to get any of my things ready.
Why not? Does this mean you'd rather me just throw it all away?
No, I don't plan to get divorced from you. That's all.
Oh? Well, I'm sorry that you've had a change of heart at the last minute, but I want to get away from you for the rest of my life. But if you can't come to terms with any of that, then this will all have to be done in court as well. I'll make sure to let my lawyer know about that as well.
I'm telling you to hold on. Don't just start going ahead with this on your own without my input.
Oh, so now you want me to stop doing things? Well, all of this has to do with my life, so I want it taken care of soon. And I don't care to hear any more of your selfish reasoning behind why you don't want to leave the house. I want to get this house all cleaned up and ready to go before I have to start working full-time next month.
You're cleaning up the house?
I'm planning on selling the place. So while I still have a lot of time, I need to get this place cleaned up and fix whatever needs fixing.
You're selling my house? So right after you get it, you're gonna sell it without saying anything to my mom?
Your mom doesn't want anything to do with it anymore. And actually, your mom was the one who recommended I do this even before I started the process.
I just tried calling the retirement home that she's at, but they said that I'm not allowed to go in and see her.
She said she doesn't want to see you anymore because she fears you'll start to raise your voice at her. Don't you think that'll cause issues for other residents there? So I'm sure that even the staff don't want you there.
Ugh, this can't be happening to me right now. The house where I have all of my childhood memories is given to someone else and will now soon be sold off? And now you want to get divorced all of a sudden? What was the point of me working so hard at my job for?
Well, if you want a reason for all the work you did, think of it as a way of having supported your family over the years. You'd only barely get the house payments paid on time, and then come home to complain all the time about my cooking. And when it came to our kids, you would be a penny pincher when they needed something. Well, some of that didn't matter because I had a lot of money saved up from before we married. But when there wasn't enough money for the family, I had to rely on my parents to lend us some money.
I was working all the time for you guys, though.
Then I'm sorry, but maybe you should have made that clear for the rest of us to understand. Instead of getting busy having an affair. So I'm having a hard time believing anything you tell me now. You really thought of me like a servant rather than your housewife anyway.
No, I didn't, I swear.
Then why did you always treat me so terribly when it came to chores and cooking for you? I'm a frickin' human, Andrew. Saying the crap that you said to me left me with scars and an anxiety for my work. I've actually been thinking of a divorce for a long time now and had all the paperwork and plans made months in advance.
Fiona, I am really sorry for everything I did and said to you.
No matter how often you try and apologize to me, you're already far too late.
But I don't want you to leave me. I now understand that you were the one treating me nicely all this time, where I was being the idiot. So can you please look past my actions and let us get back to the way things were when we first got engaged? I'll make sure to love and take care of you the way that I did back then.
I gave you plenty of chances to figure these things out. But every dang time you just yell at me saying that I needed to follow whatever the man of the house asked for. So I realized in the end that you were never going to change. And that's why we are getting divorced now.
I'm sorry. I really did screw the life that we made with each other up big time. Oh, so please, just try to look past what I've done in the past few years and pick me back up off the ground. If I don't have you around me anymore, I won't be able to live with myself.
Well, that's just too bad. I could have sworn you told me after I started to get past the age of 40, I was losing all my charm and looks. Am I wrong about that? I thought you really wanted this all to happen between us.
But all of that was just for show or something, okay?
Well, even if you didn't mean all of that crap, it left me with deep scars that'll never be able to heal for you. Even though you're regretting it all now, there's absolutely no way I'll ever be able to go back to living with you.
Fiona, please don't make me go and live on my own. From now on, I'll make sure to do everything you ask of me, and I'll never say a single complaint about you again. So, at the very least, can you hold off on us getting divorced?
No, because the only reason I want to go through with all of this is because you wanted me to. I'm going to start living on my own now. You made your own bed now, so you lie in it.
No, please.
Despite that conversation I had with Andrew, our divorce was never finalized. Not yet, anyway. But I was able to use the proof of him cheating on me to help fight him in court. And finally, after about half a year, we were finally divorced. I was also able to ask for the settlement money that I wanted from him, so for me, this whole ordeal was a win. As for all the things that he left in the house, I had them sent to a shipping container that I bought with his money, but it seems like he hasn't gone to collect them yet. I was also able to get him out of the house quickly as well after having the police escort him off the property. I was also finally able to sell that house and make a good amount of money from it. And that gave me the money to move into a much smaller but better place to live in, just for me and no one else. It does suck losing a lot of the memories I made in that old house, but not even those memories will compare to the new ones I'll make in my new place now. I heard that Andrew is living in some apartment complex that he found after coming to realize that I really did not want him around anymore. I also heard that the apartment is filled with trash and that he's getting complaints from his neighbors over the stench coming from his place. Ew. The last time I saw him at the courthouse, his clothes looked all baggy, and it seemed like he'd lost a good amount of weight, too. I guess he's not been eating well, but oh well, it's not my problem anymore. I hope that this has taught him a lesson about how to treat women and people in general. At least that's what me and my kids were saying when we celebrated the divorce. They even told me that they had a few calls from their dad asking for help, but the both of them just ignored him. And now that I'm so busy working my full-time job, I never have time to think about where he is now. And man, is that such a great feeling. From here on out, I'll be living my new life as a single lady, doing the things I love to do while supporting myself, my kids, and my ex's mom. Thanks for watching. Feel free to like the video and leave a comment. See you in the next one.